Crown Jewel Championship, World Championship, and Tag Team Championship.
It's New York City, it's the holiday season, live from the Boom, live on Fight. Are you having a good time, NYC? This is Revelations, and our star-studded standout event continues with our next bout of the evening, set for one fall. And it is for the House of Glory Wrestling Crown Jewel Championship.
Oh, great.
Your favorite?
Oh, great.
Your favorite is on his way to the ring.
Yeah, you would like Lince Dorado, wouldn't you?
Well, you don't want to be Lucha Lit, Doc.
I don't believe so, no.
That sounds like the name of one of the classes that they would teach at the university. Instead of English Lit, it's a Lucha Lit.
Not any university that I would be associated with.
Wow.
Last time we saw Lince Dorado in a House of Glory ring was back at our Judas event in June, where he went one-on-one with Low Key. An excellent match, but Lince fell short.
Lince took the fight to Low Key
Yes, he did.
more than anyone I think would have expected.
Lince Dorado actually means golden links in Spanish. Started his pro wrestling journey in 2007 in Puerto Rico. Currently signed to MLW. Will be making his New Japan Strong debut alongside former Lucha House Party member Jason Grand Metalik next year.
He is the 2010 and 2011 Mr. Puss in Boots. He's the most entertaining, most interesting luchador in professional wrestling. Hashtag Lucha Lit. Lince Dorado.
And here's a very interesting stat, and I know the professor...
Mr. Puss in Boots.
Wait a minute. The professor, you will be very interested in this. Do you know that Lince Dorado used to be a math teacher?
Is that right?
That means that he and you have something in common.
Well, that really explains the, inabilities of most of the students, I imagine in primary school, right, below the college level. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you and him have more in common than you might think.
I highly doubt that. I am an effective educator.
Well,
Look at this.
a cold chill has come over the air.
Please. Listen what this, listen.
His opponent, flying in from his private holiday residence in Ibiza, Spain, weighing in at a buck-ton of money. He's your current reigning and defending House of Glory Crown Jewel Champion, the root of all evil, Charles.
Listen to what this psychopath said on social media 4 hours ago. He says, last night on the other side of the country, I tasted blood and felt a man fade in my arms. He's talking about Effie from GCW. Fired up the jet and headed right back to New York City to rip the mask off this cat and peel the flesh off his face. No sleep, but I'll sleep when I die.
A hard-working individual
Sure he is.
as there ever was.
Well, Lince Dorado had a
Charles
response
Mason.
to that. He says that his hands are rated E for everyone, so he is ready. That's a video game reference, Professor. I know you wouldn't get that. Us
I
plebeians.
get it. I don't want it, though. You can have it back.
Us plebeians, we play video games.
You sure do.
Mason, look at this guy. Get this guy out of the building, please.
Well, look, we could talk about Charles Mason and how we don't like him, but you look at the string of title defenses ever since he stole, I'm going to say it, stole.
I don't blame you.
Ridiculous.
The Crown Jewel Championship. He has fended off challenges from Homicide, Joey Janela, Ken Broadway in the very first ladder match in House of Glory, and more recently El Phantasmo from Bullet Club. How did he do it? He slapped the referee in the face to retain his title.
I was going to say before, Lince Dorado had an incredible showing against Loki, but Charles Mason was victorious against Loki. That's how he won the Crown Jewel championship.
Yeah, that offense by Lince Dorado hits as a takedown drop kick.
So we can sit here and
V for victorious.
Well, we can sit here and talk about not liking Mason, but he's been very successful.
Up and over goes Lince. And he's trying to rip that mask off. Look at this degenerate Charles Mason.
Charles Mason, the degenerate, expose this coward Lince Dorado. Take that stupid mask off his idiotic face.
Lince going to the top rope here. Big crossbody down, hooks the leg, 1, 2. A nice armbar there by Lince. It's Mason struggling not to get to the bottom rope. And he does. Charles Mason, Crown Jewel champion.
Excellent combination of high-flying and grappling techniques there from Dorado.
Won the title back in April at Tribulations. Triple threat match with Low-Key and Cash Flow.
It wasn't a triple threat match.
Yes, because he almost tried to kill Ken Broadway.
Because Ken Broadway tripped and then he
fought the United Empire to steal the title from Low-Key. I know.
Clearly not true. We all knew that Will Ospreay was behind the United Empire.
Lince now off the ropes.
More lies.
Oh, wow! Mason tried to spit that substance in his eyes. And Lince avoided it, thank God.
Lince went high. Mason thought he was coming through lower.
Look at this replay here, Mason. Who knows what he put in his mouth. Tried to spit up at Lince. Back to live action here.
Yeah, he's still wearing that dinner jacket.
It's very stylish.
I don't know if it makes good ring attire.
There you go. He won the title. There you go.
Wow.
Wow! Now, Lince's really lit right now. My God.
Yeah. Given what Mason's doing to him right now, I think that was the closest Lince was ever going to come to winning this match.
Oh my God, right on top of his head.
That heat seeker DDT right on the ring apron.
Right on the hardest part of the ring, in case you didn't know that, JD.
I did not. Thank you for telling me.
Well, now
takes off that disgusting jacket.
Now the jacket comes off. Now he means business.
Charles Mason in the first ever House of Glory ladder match bought HOG PD, nefarious in his actions.
Ridiculous accusation. Detective James finally doing his job and being an effective arm of the law.
Evander James, he doesn't even deserve the title of detective anymore.
Stopping Encore from stealing the title from Charles Mason there to hand it to Ken Broadway.
Look at this sicko licking his finger.
Oh, right into the steel post there.
What is wrong with this man?
Charles Mason has passion for his work, and his work is being a champion here in House of Glory.
Wow, drives Lince with that face-first slam on the concrete. This man boarded a plane last night from LA, Jason, to be here tonight. I wish he would have stayed there. He's trying to rip the mask off again.
Yeah, again, he's trying to rip that mask off. We know about the lucha tradition when it comes to those masks. Do you think Mason cares about tradition?
Of course not.
Doesn't strike me as a traditionalist.
Nobody in this arena cares for Charles Mason, so the feeling is mutual.
Nor should he care
Only
about
doctor.
tradition, superstition, all of this nonsense inherited. The only thing that is inherited that matters to Charles Mason is wealth.
Firing those anvil elbows.
What a big kick there right to the face of Lince. This is truly a reign of terror by Charles Mason. Look at this sicko. My God.
Sometimes Charles Mason is just overcome with emotion, with passion for competition.
Keeps going back
You can't
to that
fault
mask.
that.
Dragging.
Look at
Lince
this. He may
Dorado.
have it here.
I mean, literally dragging him by the mask. He is obsessed with getting that mask off.
He cannot be too preoccupied with the mask, or it may cost Charles Mason.
I'm curious, Doctor. You know more than us about Charles Mason. How does Charles Mason celebrate the holidays? Big back suplex.
In splendor.
I'm sure you've been invited to his Christmas
In
party.
luxury and splendor, like everything else he does.
I'm sure you are invited to his Christmas party. Look at this. Look at this. Sick son of
Awfully
a bitch.
silent now.
It
I
is
see.
not for you to know how I spend my time in my private life.
You know,
Thank
if
you
it
very
affects
much.
your work, I think it is relevant.
He continues to rip at the eyes on that mask. Look at this. He's got it.
Oh,
No!
my goodness.
Wow, what a mule kick there by Lince Dorado as he gathers himself up. Tilt-a-whirl DDT! And the champ is down.
You can see how that mask has been stretched.
Well, Mason might have made a grave mistake here, Jason.
I mean, I think he just pissed off Lindsay more than
He
anything
is not
else.
happy at all.
No, that was a major mistake, I think, a miscalculation by Charles Mason.
An angry Lynx can be very dangerous.
You know, I tell you what, wouldn't it be great to close out the year with a new Crown Jewel champion?
Absolutely.
We may be on the verge of it.
Nice jawbreaker there by Lince. Off the ropes here, Irish whip reverse, Mason. Lince with that springing crossbody, goes for a cover, hooks the leg, only gets a 2. Nice brain buster there by Lince. Mason out of it. Does not hook the leg though, and only gets a 2
Big
count.
mistake. Nonchalant cover there is never going to defeat Charles Mason.
What a thrust to the throat. Lince springboards, look at that. Beautiful cutter, stunner. Rolls him up. Wow.
Charles Mason showing his resilience. That is why he is the Crown Jewel champion.
Mason looking for refuge out on the apron.
Well, let's
but
ask
Lindsay-
El Phantasmo that at the last show when he kicked him below the belt. Such a champion as Charles Mason, Doctor.
He'll do anything to hold on to that title.
Well, Lince, wow! That head scissor takedown into the barricade. That barricade in Club La Boomtai getting some work.
And look at that, Lince Dorado trying to cripple Charles Mason by throwing him with his legs off
I
of
don't
the
know what
apron
you're
into the
watching,
barricade.
Doctor. I think this is a man trying to win the championship.
Indeed, doing everything he can, and yet you blame Charles Mason for his tactics. I'm calling you out as a hypocrite.
Lindsay's going back
JD.
up. Mason cuts him off.
Mason with that forearm there. How he's up on his feet, I don't know.
Oh,
Wow.
What was that?
I don't know. Oh, we got that chandelier hanging above the ring. It's blinding right in the eyes with those beads. What is going on? He's biting him.
And I guess you're perfectly okay with Dorado using the chandelier as a weapon as well, huh?
We'll take it up with the venue. Mason now in the tree of woe. Lince, full head of steam. There's that basement drop kick right to the kisser. No. Lince not really good there with the ring awareness.
Incredible ring awareness from Charles Mason. Always knows where he
Could
is.
have dragged him into the center of the ring. He might have had him.
Lince maybe wasting too much time here. Wow, that's a beautiful moonsault there. He's going for the trifecta. 1, 2.
Appealing to the imbeciles here, perhaps wasting time.
Can he hit it? Yeah, oh, Mason got the feet up.
There you go, that's what Dorado gets for posturing.
There's that Meteora in the corner by Mason. Wow, rolling Death Valley driver.
Technique and elegance on the part of our champion.
Another
our Crown Jewel
Meteora.
champion.
Charles Mason, oh wow! Pull out destroyer from the corner.
I think that was a desperation destroyer.
Wow.
That was, but it was effective.
Reversing the second Death Valley driver attempt into the destroyer.
Yeah, I mean, Lindsay, he knew it was coming. And he had to bust something out of his arsenal if he wanted to stay in this thing. Look at this. He had it scouted.
That's a beautiful Death Valley
That
driver
was a
there.
beautiful. Look, we can give the man credit. Nobody is saying that he's not a great wrestler. It's just that he's a terrible human being.
Yes.
Yeah, you would know.
And Mason is smiling.
Of course he's smiling. He knows he's involved in a great match right now.
Canadian destroyer delivered to him.
But he is still the champion.
European uppercut there by Charles Mason. Off the ropes now, Irish whip reverse. Lindsay with that handspring. Oh my God, there's the Reign of Terror! He's got the Reign of Terror on, this may be it!
Amazing timing and technique on the part of the Crown Jewel champion to catch Dorado in that choke sleeper.
He rolls through, there's the cover!
Oh. Barely got that shoulder up. Here comes Dorado.
Oh.
Nobody home.
Is calculated there. Mason now. Lindsay up and over. Mason reverse, waist lock. Look at that.
Ooh. Close near fall there.
Mason now. Wow, what a stuffed pile driver by Charles Mason. And that may be all she wrote. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Dorado may be 2 inches shorter after getting spiked into the ring like that, but he's still in this match.
What a Crown Jewel Championship match here at HOG Revelations. We just got done with the Women's Championship, which was tremendous. We have a tremendous Crown Jewel Championship match.
Oh, look at the profanity on the part of Dorado there.
Disrespect.
You want Dorado to be the champion after those obscene gestures?
This is a championship performance tonight. What are you talking about?
Absolutely, but look at the disrespect that he shows our champion.
Mason now on the second turnbuckle. Lindsay, those elbows to the quads.
He's got to fight out of this.
Wow, Mason falls down like a ton of bricks. Uh-oh.
This could be it.
Lindsay has his sights set. Lucha lit tonight at Club Boom with the shooting star press.
Oh, but it did damage to Dorado himself.
Mason's rolling away.
There's that ring savvy again on the part of the champion.
And Charles Mason, he rolls out of the ring.
We can hate him all we want, Jason. That's a smart move.
It's absolutely smart. I mean, it's exactly what he needed to do in that situation.
Charles Mason cannot lose the championship on the outside of the ring.
And he knows that.
Oh no, he's pulling the mask off! He finally got it! I don't believe!
Brilliant tactics on the part of Charles Mason.
Oh my God, that's it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
How did he kick out without taking his hands off of his face? That's impressive. That's a man who's had experience hiding his identity. In Lindsay Dorado.
Look at this.
Hey, he might have some warrants out for his arrest.
He is fighting without his hands.
I've never seen this before.
Does not want to show his face.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wow! Cover!
But he couldn't use his hands to hook the legs.
That's right. He's at a handicap here, but he's staying in this.
A luchador who has his mask removed.
He's going back for it.
And I don't believe he's still fighting.
Well.
Oh no. Look at the Reign of Terror applied. Now that's got to be it.
With the arm trapped.
Look at this sicko. That's it.
And that's
I don't believe it.
Lindsay Dorado chose his mask over the championship right there.
He held on as long as he could.
Now we can officially add to the list Why has Charles Mason retained his Crown Jewel Championship, Jason? We can add disrespecting the Lucha tradition to that list. Unbelievable.
Charles Mason retained his championship because the championship is the most important thing in the world to him. Unlike Lince Dorado, obviously, who took the tradition and everything else that comes with that mask, put that ahead of the championship.
Lince Dorado, he showed more heart than Charles Mason did tonight.
Heart.
Stayed in the match.
Look at the fans here, disgusted at this man's actions.
It was a hell of an effort by Lince Dorado, and look, it's frustrating to see.